We got the pigs fed.
Yep.
The goats fed.
Yep.
The rabbits fed.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
The cat's fed.
let's roll some B-roll. Okay, today is the day we are going to cut the chicken's wings off.
We're gonna clip their wings.
Do not cut off chicken's wings. They get mad. And that's very painful. But they have what we call flight feathers. They, it's like getting a haircut. We're gonna clip them today.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we're gonna do, is we're gonna start feeding soaked grain.
Or is it fermented grain?
Fermented. Well, this ain't fermented. It takes 3 days to ferment it.
Oh, okay. So just soaked
So this
grain.
is day 1, soak. Day 2 will be soaked. Day 3 will be more fermented.
Okay.
And so they're getting wet grain today. It's been soaked overnight.
Yeah, they'll like that.
Yeah.
Should last longer.
Hopefully, we're going to give them soaked grain, and we're going to clip the chicken's wings, feathers.
Should be fun.
All right, let's do it. Okay, I'm going to give the geese some grain because they're really loud and annoying. Hopefully that'll shut them up. You think that'll make them shut up, Wyatt?
Probably not.
Probably not. I got you. I got you. Grain. I bring a peace offering. Oh, good. The geese have shut it up. Oh, let's just take a minute and just. Sounds so good. They stress me out. I just want to sit in a yoga pose for a second.
Yeehaw. There you go.
Okay, so some of these birds have already got cut because we kind of, when they fly out, we cut them.
Yeah.
But we're going to be gardening here. We're going to get that going, and we just want to make sure that none's going to get out. And this should last them through the season. If you want to look close right here, can I bring this up to the camera here? Mm-hmm. You got that?
Yep.
So you'll see that there's little feathers right here. See them little teeny feathers? There's a row of them right there, and that's like a dotted line for you to cut along. That's you just cut just barely above them, and then you'll see that there's a different set of feathers. Like there's a different section. This doesn't like to be. So as you fold out their fan, you see that? Mm-hmm. You see that these are kind of different. It's like a split right here. Well, these wrap up and it warms the bird at night, and they hold themselves like this. These is what they use to fly with. That's the ones we need to cut off. It's just these. There's these guys right here.
Clip.
Huh?
Clip, not cut off.
As my lovely assistant is saying, Shikara says, clip their wings. Stop saying you're going to cut their wings off. Somebody's going to get the wrong idea on that and cut their wings off, and I'll get a bloody email, literally. Okay. All right. So follow the line. I mean, how many feathers is that anyway? 1, 2, 3. Just out of my own curiosity, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's like 10 feathers. I don't know if they're all 10. I'll count the next one and find out. So we just and if you accidentally cut some of the warming feathers, not a big deal. Again, see, the bird doesn't even know it's getting a haircut. It's completely painless. There.
This is the hard part.
Switching over. Especially if you're right-handed. Okay, you got that. If you've got a good assistant like Wyatt here, he does a lot of the work. Now, it's just important to stay above the little feathers. It's like a guideline. And we're done. That bird can no longer fly over our fence. And we have never never had a problem with hawks coming into this yard here, and I think, I'm not sure why. We do have hawks over there, neighbors, and I've seen them fly over, and I've seen these guys run for shelter when a hawk is flying over. So I don't think we've lost any birds to hawks. Do you? That's nice. That's good. And we don't battle a lot of stuff that Easterners battle, like with possums and things. And our whole yard's kind of fenced in too, so skunks and raccoons can't get in our yard because we've got the whole yard. Yeah. And we didn't deliberately do that for predators. We fenced in our yard and designed it so our Chihuahua doesn't get loose, which has actually worked out that Chihuahua size animals can't get in here either. So worked out pretty good. So this bird, I've heard stories and I've read stories that a chicken can be a rooster, a boy, and then turn into a hen. I don't know how true that is. I personally have a hard time believing that. It might be just the breed of the birds. Let me know down in the comment. But this bird here, can we show him the spur? Look at the spur. Let's bring that up to the...
Oh, this one's bigger.
Wow, look at the spurs on this guy. See that spur? Can you see that spur? See that spur right there? This bird's got spurs. And so I was completely convinced that this is a rooster until we saw it lay eggs. This bird lays eggs. I was 100% sure it was a rooster because of the spurs. Maybe it's the breed. I don't know what kind of breed it is. A real pretty breed. It's the only kind we have. We bought it at IFA. It had a sibling, but the sibling died. And so I want to say something to do with leghorn, like they have a different name. It's not a white leghorn, obviously, but it's
Silver-laced leghorn.
like a silver-laced leghorn. Let me know what you guys think about that. All right. So you can no longer fly. This is actually the second time this bird has had a haircut, a feather cut, and it lasted all last summer. So they grow back. This is something that you guys got to do about every year. These are beautiful. And this is a good time to inspect their health. Okay, let's bring it up to the camera. So what I'm looking for is around the eye, I'm looking for mites. They're little bugs. Looking around the nose. And this is where you would see if you have a mite problem. And now they'll get sores around their eyes. And so this bird doesn't. This bird's very healthy. I look at their coat, the shininess in them. This bird, you can see how shiny it is. I just kind of inspect things like this. Bird's very, very, very healthy. So I feel good to eat this bird's eggs. If we find one that's not healthy, we'll try to doctor it ourselves, because if you get a lot of animals, it's hard. I mean, you kind of become a half veterinarian. Yeah. Next. Oh, okay. Now, look right here. You can see different color. I mean, you can just see the different pattern. That's a flight feathers there. It's once you get doing this, you can easily tell. Don't be afraid to dive in and do this if this is what you guys choose to do. A lot of people don't want to do this because they want their birds to be able to fly from attacks. So if you're in an area where you think dogs are going to get in there, and keep a hold on the foot. If you're in an area where you think dogs or predators are going to get to your birds, I wouldn't recommend doing this. I would just do a better I mean, because you get aerial attacks, hawks do kill chickens. I would probably just work on your coop, and I would let these guys be able to fight themselves off. But we don't have that problem here, so we're good. So hey guys, thanks for watching us, and thanks for being part of our morning chores, and so thanks you for being part of that. So I guess let's just end this vlog with a little bit of B-roll.
Yeah.
All right, thanks guys.